it's Aaron here from Mecha Alliance with another Mecha figure review. This time we are taking a look at the newly released, very high acclaim metal build Crossbone Gundam X-1. This figure is a normal release in the metal build line by Bandai, which is a series of figures which has metal die-cast frames and is pre-painted in a premium way. So this is kind of like the top of the line premium for Gundam figures. So everyone is pretty much familiar with the Crossbone Gundam X-1. Crossbone Gundam is a Universal Century series sets in quite a little bit after F91, I believe. Yeah. And so not that late into UC, so before Victory and after F91, just a couple years. And it's a pirate themed Gundam, which is a new kind of uniqueness to it. And of course every fans really wants an anime of Crossbones, but for the moment we just gotta make do with the manga. So now let's take a look at the box of the figure first. I just pause this thing up. Yep. So here you can see the box for the metal build Crossbone Gundam, which is a really nice box. Got this whole gold engraving on the letters, Crossbone Gundams, and these decorative patterns on the side. And yeah, it feels like it's kind of something out of royalty and noble kind of thing back in the day of the pirate. So here is the Crossbone Gundam logos, and of course Bandai logo with some machinations. So at the back you can see some other infos about it, and yeah, you can see some gimmicks and accessories it has, like a lot of weapons, core fighter, as well as some action poses that it can take. So at the back it doesn't really show much, but this guy packs a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead with the unboxing of the inside. So just like usual metal build stuff, you got the tray for accessories, and the tray for the figure itself. So the tray for the figure, which I already taken the figures out, has some of the accessories in it as well. So pretty much these two parts, these two holes here, is the gauntlet for the arms. So this part here, so it comes disassembled, and you gotta put it on its arms. Some stands, adapters, and yeah, stands. Pretty much these parts are like stands, adapters that is used for the base, as well as the core fighters and the Gundam itself. Well, as the pirates, the Crossbone Gundam packs a lot of weaponry with it, to the point that it actually came with 3 trays of accessories instead of 2 like normal metal builds has, which shows that it's got a lot of stuff packed in there. So the most simple one should be just gone is the Crossbone Gundam base, which has the engraving on the thing like here. This is the emblem of the Crossbone Vanguard, which is a organization that the Crossbone Gundam is a part of. Let's take a look at the accessories that the Crossbone Gundam comes with. First, we have down here the two beam sabers, the two combat daggers that goes into the sole of the feet, the two I think it's called brand, the two brand weapons that goes on the gauntlet on the arms, the two beam saber handles, the core fighter, Billy the recon machines, the beam Zanber, the two chains, a replacement head, the beam buster, 5 pairs of hands, 2 beam shields, and the beam Zanber effect parts. So this comes with 2 separate styles for you to choose, which is pretty nice. This is the cape. So this is the ABC Mantle, which stands for anti-beam coating mantle. This is different from the full cloth equipment. So this one is just an anti-beam mantle. It's not the full cloth equipment. And this thing is got some articulated that Bandai has incorporated as well. So out of the box, you have to assemble these yellow parts and these gray parts here as well, but I've already assembled that. So it's a really simple process, so apologies, but you should be able to do it on your own. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. So the Crossbones Gundam is quite a small Gundam. In the official specs, it's only around 16-17 meters, so it's really on the small size of small size of Gundam, where the RX-78-2 Grandpa Gundam is already 18 meters tall. So this guy is quite short, but it sure packs a bunch of power as well. So at first glance, it's really nicely painted with all these color separation and details that got going for it. These small golden patterns is painted really nice as well. And the decorative wrist here, really nice. And you can see the Crossbone Vanguard emblem on this one. So overall, it's got a really nice paint job on it. So some people have experienced a little bit of paint chipping and damage, but fortunately, this one is pretty much unscathed. Let's take a look at some of the articulation that this bad boy has, starting from the head up. So head, you can look up that far, look down quite a bit, and of course you got a 360 rotation. The color on the neck doesn't really get in the way much, but you still should be careful when you rotate this thing around. See here the arms, you can move up a little bit. There's a hidden joint inside where you can move up quite a bit like that, and all the arms all the way like that. The shoulders can also come out like so, so it can swing its arms onto the front very nicely. The shoulder armor is on a separate joint, so you can flip it up down. Joint is really tight on this figure, so yeah, it's really plus one. Of course, bicep swivel. A double jointed elbow. There's a second swivel after the elbow, so at the base of the elbow here, you can do another swivel, and a little bit of a hinge action at the wrist. Of course, there's a spinning action at the base of the arms, and some side-to-side action as well. The hands here doesn't use ball joint, actually it's use a socket like that, so it's not a ball joint. It's got a little the joint can move side to side like that, but it cannot move up and down. And when you want to install the arm, just push it in like that. So it's a little bit different from other metal builds where the base of the hands are ball joints, but this way it's easier to switch hands, and it's more stable that way. So I guess I like that more than the other ones. The gauntlet on the arms can swing over like that to the front of the hands, just like so, and you can swing it back. I think it's a really cool one. Got some really nice articulation on the torso as well, an arching back, a really nice crunch, a little bit side to side action, really slightly, but yeah, it's there. And swivel at the hips as well, so careful when you go through all these, but it's very sturdy, so it should be fine. The front skirt is really nice. It can go up, it can go sideways like that as well, so really flexible. You can move either way you want, and you can get out the way of the legs anytime you want. Back skirts can just flip up and down. Unfortunately, not as flexible as the front skirt, but well, side skirt is just back and forth pretty much. It's got a slight swing outward, but very limited. For the legs, you can rotate at the base of the thighs. Got a double jointed knee. Let's get this one out. Double jointed knee, and can kick pretty far. And yeah, the skirts, as you can see, can move completely out the way. so it can kick really far. Double jointed knee can do some really nice articulation right there. And because of the side armor, the spreads is only around here at the most, because the side skirts just kind of got in the way. The shin armor can move a little bit like that. Feet can move back that much and up quite a lot. Of course, there's also some pivot action where you can go that much and that much.